Fair play. Another very average safety shot there from Mark Selby. Looks as though he may have been a little bit fortunate. He's left this red to the left corner, but I think Noppon is just hampered by the blue. The blue's exactly where he liked to get his hand. That's why he's looking at an alternative, but the one to the left corner, if he knocks in, gives him good position for the black. As I say, but for the blue, you'd think this would be unmissable. It's tough now though, striking down. Oh, well played.
One.
Very good shot. Didn't score anything on the clapometer, but it was a good shot.
Two things I love about Noppon Saengkham's technique. I love the way he places his hand on the table before he begins the feathering of the ball. It's very deliberate. And I love the pause before the actual strike of the cue ball. He was again a little bit like Dwayne Jones, I suppose. He's very rhythmical.
Yeah, they've produced some wonderful players. James Watanabe obviously comes to mind. Tip Chayon Nu. What a lovely cueist he is.
9.
Could have done with running through maybe an inch a bit further for this black, because he'd like to play the red that's just to the left of the cue ball now. Straighter on the black, it'd have been a formality. Having to force it on and off the cushion, but he's coped with it well. Just those little fractions though that can make all the difference. Just break up your rhythm slightly.
16.
Yes, and of course he's had to use the top cushion there to rebound the cue ball back into perfect position. You never quite know how it's going to react off the cushion. Sometimes you even get a bad bounce, it puts you out of position.
$17.
Oh, but he's just underscrewed that one by several inches. May have to play a little delicate cannon now on the red below the black to knock it on for the right corner. It looks fairly natural to play it well. Could stand past the red as well for the red that he's just queuing over into the same pocket. Well, he's chosen to leave the red along the top cushion. Missable these.
$24. 25.
That's worked out nice.
32.
Well, I say nice, and the reason I say that, straighter on this red to the right corner would have been perfect. Is he straight enough to be able to run through and, well, maybe not. I thought he may be straight enough to run through for the black in the opposite corner.
33.
Well, he just managed to avoid the kiss on the second red, so he's got a nice angle of black, a little bit further away than he would have liked, but it's okay.
Well, considering the pink, it's up there by the blue spot, and he's really only got the black to concentrate on. By Jove, I'll be thinking about a maximum here.
Yes, as Dominic said, 5 reds,
40.
5 blacks, and the reds couldn't be better situated. We've already had one this week. Maybe they like buses,
41.
but as Dominic said, particularly with the pink being at the other end of the table, you'd feel as though he'd have to play a real poor positional shot. And once you get to that, well, if you like, 8 reds, 8 blacks, 9 reds, 9 blacks, then all your attention is on the 147.
$48. $49.
Just a fraction lower on the black than he'd like to be ideally, but he can cannon into a choice of reds really just to hold for something. You wouldn't think he could fail to be on something.
Yeah, you're thinking those 2 reds close together. It's a better target to cannon into. Well, he played the other one, but it's worked out perfectly as long as he gets on a red to get back on the black. The maxi
56.
still on.
$57.
I don't know for sure if that was a kick or not. It just sounded a bit heavy, but
64.
well, is he straight enough on this red to be able to get onto the black now? May be able to get himself onto the black in the opposite corner in some way, shape or form, but it won't be easy.
$65.
Yeah, he was just able to do it. Now this black will put him 72 points in front with 75 remaining, so only needs 1 red after the black, but got to get high on one of those 2 reds in the middle of the table, you would have thought, to get back on the black. Well, he's striking low, so he's stunning it in. Well, used all the pocket, but it's in, and he's nicely on the red to get back on the black. With no thoughts for anything now but a
72.
maximum. But there'll be pressure.
$73.
His highest ever break was in 2017 at the Scottish Open, when he made a break of 144. Get going. Well, he's alright, he's got the one to the middle, the left middle, and I think he's got an angle on that to come back for the
80.
black, so this would be a career-defining moment for him if he could make a 147. Something to show the grandchildren. played it like that. I've got to be honest with you. Boy, he's got a tough shot now on the black. He's got an angle, but these are so difficult, and he's got to play it with pace. He just can't roll it in.
Oh, is this a tester? Needs this cue action to help him out here. Oh, what a wonderful shot. Could not have played that better. Fantastic shot from Noppon Sengham. He must have been feeling the pressure of that one.
88.
Surely he can get through to this red.
89.
Nicely on the black this time. Well, I say that maybe is a little bit straight, but the advantage he's got, those two reds in the middle of the table are both available into the right middle. So he could screw back to the side cushion if he should so wish. And be on one of those reds, one of the three reds. It's all about holding your nerve now.
96.
Red and a black for the century, but he's got bigger things in mind. What a start to this match.
Excellent shot there from Noppon at pace. I'm sure the nerves will be increasing now with every shot that he plays. Don't be short on the red. Just about run far enough, he's okay. Needs a good angle on the last red. It's a corner or middle. Decision time. Where does he want to play this final red? In the right hand centre pocket, do you think, John?
Well, the one thing he's got to be careful of, he's just coming round now to see if he can come off the top cushion. Don't be short. You'd rather be a little bit harder than short. As you can see, puff of the cheeks. This will mean so much to him, and Mark will be rooting for him. Frame's over. Steadying himself. Decided to play for it in the middle, and he's absolutely perfect.
112.
Now, good angle on the black needed.
Oh, would
have liked another 3 or 4 inches more pace in that cue ball there. At least he won't have to worry about accidentally snooking himself on the yellow with the blue. He'll have to probably stun this black in, take the cue ball in and out of bulk, pass the green for the yellow into its own pocket maybe. Different ways of playing this.
Yeah, I think that's why he'll have to play it. I hope that the brown's not on its spot, but he's got to pot the black. Well, he's tried to hold it, in goes the black, and he's held it absolutely perfect. That was a wonderful shot when you consider the pressure he's under. To play it as delicately as that. Come on, son, you can do this.
Wow, how on earth did he manage to hold that cue ball? Great shot. Oh, I'm getting nervous for him. And that will do beautifully for the green. 3/4 ball, just have to roll it in. Oh, he must be feeling the nerves. Every pressure, every shot is an ordeal.
$125.
Made a maximum in competitive professional play. Here's his golden opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier on that the pink wasn't on its spot. It does help now. As long as he gets straightish on the blue, he'll have nothing to do to get position on the pink.
the cheeks. Delicate, soft stanza hold for the pink. Needs an angle on it. He's got one. This is perfect. Top spin off the side cushion should give him perfect position on this final black. Chose to stun down instead.
140.
Wants this to run. Keep going. Oh, he'd love this to be straight. Take your time. Strike through the ball. Oh, I hope he pots this. It's there. It's there. Fantastic achievement from Thailand's Noppon Saengkham. 107th rate from Mark Selby in the first frame. A 147 from Thailand's Noppon Saengkham. And I'm not surprised he's leaving the auditorium. Must be a nervous wreck.